Hey you guys, thanks for clicking on my video. I appreciate your views. It's been a long time since I've started a video like that. I am getting ready. I'm going to put on some makeup on this face and I'm going to go vote for the first time in my life. And I wanted to talk about why I have never voted and explain the process of what it's going to be like, and then I'll talk to you after the polls, I guess. So, disclaimer, my cats are really hyper and running around like it's NASCAR up in here, so you're gonna hear them freak out. I've been waiting for them to settle down and it just hasn't happened, and I need to get ready and I need to get to the polls. I am 30 years old. And I have never voted before. And I just wanted to explain why that is. So, when I was 18, I wasn't interested in politics. I thought politics were dumb. I just didn't really think it made much of a difference if I voted or not. But the main reason that I've never voted is because of anxiety. And voting is a process. There's rules, there's procedures in place. And going to a polling site in my town, it's at a church, which I find very strange, but I have anxiety of new places. I will look at a virtual tour of whatever building I plan on going to if I've never been there before, just to kind of get an idea of the layout of the building. Oh my gosh, these cats. And it's really hard to talk about this and put makeup on at the same time. I'm really bad at multitasking. Hey, settle down. So I have like new location anxiety, and if I've never been somewhere, I'm really nervous to go because I don't know the layout of the building or where I'm supposed to go, and I have an issue with being lost. Like, I have a fear of getting lost. It's part of the reason I struggle to drive long distances. I'm just afraid of being lost. And I never knew what early voting was. It's different in every state, but in my state you don't have to be registered as an early voter. As long as you're registered, you can vote early, and that's what I'm going to do today. My mom has never voted before, and because she never voted, I figured I would never vote. I think my oldest sister also has never voted before. She's almost 40. But the 2008 election, I was 18, I was pregnant, and I would have voted for the wrong person because I was young, I was impressionable, and I believed everything that the candidates said, all their promises. I didn't realize that most of the time their campaign promises are never fulfilled. I know that now. But I would have ended up voting for the wrong person had I voted in 2008. So I'm glad that I didn't vote when I turned 18. Then the last election, I didn't really like either candidate. And again, I didn't want to vote for the wrong person, so I just didn't vote. This year, I feel like it's very important. So the lack of family voting and the anxiety combined has made me not vote until today. And I am still anxious. I should have gone yesterday actually, but I'm like, oh, I need a shower, it's too late in the day to go. I was giving excuses because I'm nervous to do this. My husband already voted, and he kind of told me how it works and stuff, and there are machines, voting machines. I was under the impression that it was going to be like a high school exam where you have to fill in the bubbles next to the candidate on a paper, but it's actually like a voting machine. Like a computer, I think is what it is. I'll let you know when I'm done voting what exactly it's like. I feel like if I would have seen a video like this in the past telling me the process and procedures of voting, then it would have not have been such a scary thing to go out and vote. And I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers telling people who to vote for, and I think that's wrong. And I feel like if you publicly say which side you're on, you're going to alienate an entire half of your audience. And it really bothers me how YouTubers are using their platform not just to encourage people to vote, but to sway people's opinions. You know how impressionable the younger people are. Like when I was 18, I almost voted for the wrong person had I voted. I think it's wrong to tell people who to vote for. I think it's better just to say, hey, go out and vote, you know. I don't think it's right for YouTubers to use their platform, any influencer, Instagram, or whatever. I don't think it's right for them to use their large, impressionable audience to sway votes. Just encourage people to vote, period. Don't tell them who to vote for. It doesn't matter who you're voting for, whoever you think is best. Like, oh, I'm going to vote for this person, and if you vote for this other person, then you suck, is the impression that I get from a lot of YouTubers. I'm not going to say names, but there's some really big YouTubers out there who are saying to vote one way instead of just encouraging people to vote, period, and that bothers the crap out of me. That's the first time I've gotten that mascara to look good. I finally bought the Lash Paradise. This is not like a makeup video at all. I just want to say I finally bought this, and I didn't like it at first, but I finally got it to actually work really well. I'm pleasantly surprised. Anyways, I'm excited to go vote today. It is early voting. Not every state has that available, I don't think. In some states you have to register to be an early voter. In my state, you just have to be registered to vote. So I'm going to go ahead to the polls, and I'm going to come back and let you know how it went and the procedures and what I had to do and how scary it was. But I wasn't going to do early voting. I wanted to get the full effect of election day voting, but I hear that there could be protesters out there, and it would be a really big crowd. Quit meowing at me. It would be a really big crowd, and it would be kind of scary for someone like me with anxiety. So I figure that early voting is probably the better way to go, and I feel like a lot of people are voting early this year just to kind of avoid the crowds because of COVID and everything. So I'm gonna go vote. Wish me luck. So I voted. I did it, and it wasn't that hard at all. Still a little nerve-wracking. Parking I did not think about. The courthouse where early voting is in my town, there's not any parking there, and they actually have a dumpster sitting out front, which means there's like 2 less parking spaces. There's only maybe 10 parking spaces up there, so I had to park behind the courthouse, which was annoying because that parking spot was a little small for my big Buick car. So what they do is you just go in and then you give them your ID. Every state's different, by the way, so your state, you're gonna have to look this up. They registered me, they took my ID card and scanned the barcode, and then they gave me this little card. It looked like a credit card, and it had a chip in it, and that was like how to get the machine to work or something. So you put this little card in the machine, and then you can vote, and that's what I did. I did not know about the judges, like the state judges on the ballot, so I didn't do my research on those, and I should have, but I didn't know. My school board members were on there, and I did research that, so I got to vote for the people that I wanted to vote for. And yeah, that was it. Not so hard. It didn't take long at all. Hardly anybody there. No crowds. The security guy was really nice, and I felt kind of dumb because I didn't know where to go, and literally the room to vote was like right there to the left, like right there, and I'm just standing there like an idiot. But yeah, I encourage you to vote for whoever you think is best. Do your research. Don't listen to the YouTubers who tell you to vote one way or the other. You need to make your own decision, not let influencers on YouTube make it for you. So that's it. I voted for the first time today, and I encourage you all to do the same. Early voting is going to be different in your state. The whole process is going to be different per state, so you're going to have to really, if you're nervous, just do as much research as you possibly can. So thanks for watching. Go vote. See you later. Bye.